Yo! I saw this video. The best deleted mobile games. I found some games. This one is a big one. Why would they ever take this off? I used to play this so many times. This one too. When I was a kid, these two, bro. And this one. But this one, I think they brought it back somewhere. But it's not on the phone. And obviously, you got Flappy Bird. Everybody knows Flappy Bird. Let's watch the video.
Have you ever randomly remembered an old mobile game you loved, tried to look it up to play it again, only to find out it's gone forever? I feel like that happens to everybody, and it's always the worst feeling to know you're missing out on a game you genuinely miss. My initial goal for today is to just relive the glory days of playing all these old games you might have forgotten about. These are classics that I don't want to forget. A lot of them are branded and licenses ran out. But there are a few unique cases otherwise for us to cover. I get requests to talk about the Infinity Blade series daily. So let's play these old games if possible, discuss why they were deleted, if it's possible to play today and how for those who want to, and most importantly, if they deserve to come back. Kind of the whole point is, yeah, they should, but maybe we are simply feeling nostalgic for something that was never that special in the first place. Only one way to find out. So without further ado, let's bring some mobile games back from the dead, and if they turn out to suck, I guess we'll just bury them alive instead. Obviously, we have to start with Flappy Bird, one of the most well-known deleted games of all time and a cultural phenomenon. Everyone was playing this game.
I feel like there's so many like
school at the time, and
fake versions of it though.
On each other's iPods to get to new high scores. Genuinely, I still remember playing it in the lunchroom to this day. Why was it taken down though? How does such a popular, well-performing game get deleted just like that? If you look up why, you'll get tons of different reasons. The creator got a cease and desist from Nintendo, he received death threats and the game was causing real-life violence, and just that the popularity was too much for the guy to handle. It sounds like the real reason is he just felt guilty for creating a game that people were wasting their time playing, but taking it down might have had an even bigger impact. People will find ways around this, and you can't physically take away the game from people who owned it. It went so far that people would sell their phones or iPods with the game on.
I watched a whole video on this situation.
Flappy Bird had. It works so well because it's so simple yet addictive. Anyone can get good at this game. It requires no skills or learning curve, and it's very exciting to get new high scores. I played for just a few minutes, got to 67, and was absolutely sad getting further, but that's going directly against.
When was this dropped? 8 months. 67 is 8 months old already?
What the creator wanted. Why waste more of my time on a game built to do just that? I'm sort of glad Flappy Bird is gone, honestly. People will find a way to waste their time with anything, and if the creator died,
next!
A game that will always be important to me is Disney Crossy Road. It's actually the first thing I made YouTube videos on when I started my channel. I already loved Crossy Road, so giving us a bunch of new worlds, iconic characters, and new secrets to unlock, I was immediately hooked. If you're unfamiliar, it's a Frogger game. You cross the road while dodging obstacles.
Play regular Crossy Road.
Points to put towards unlocking more characters. I just love the art style of this game, I can't explain it. Some of the characters in this game are more iconic to me than the actual source material. Now, let's be real, Disney Crossy Road got a ton of updates in its lifespan. From
that guy's big
to Pirates of the Caribbean to Lilo and Stitch, this game really got all the big Disney franchises over time. By the Cars update,
I don't think I played this
and was in sight, but we knew there were DuckTales characters in the files of the game, and there should be at least one last update before the end. But after months of waiting, I think most fans had given up, and then one day it just happened. Out of nowhere, we got the final content update, and it was a blast just getting to relive the experience of unlocking everyone from a new world one final time. Eventually, I'm sure Disney's contract with them expired, and just like that, the game would be gone. Again, it's hard to even be too sad about that because we got so many worlds and characters during its lifespan. And one last hurrah with the DuckTales update. It's greedy to want more, but man, I want more. There is a new event coming. I'll just have to wait 17,000.
I hope you guys can't hear every single
years will go by fast. Or just a new branded Crossy Road game. Marvel Crossy Road, Nintendo Crossy Road, heck, I'd even take a Big Bang Theory Crossy Road. I selfishly wish this game never died, and of course I want it back. I'd play every update until the day I died. Out of all the endless runners lost to time, the most fondly remembered and devastating loss of them all is Spider-Man Unlimited. This game has so much that is 100%
Oh
selfish
my
to want
gosh,
more,
bro.
but to just be able to
I had like 3 accounts of this game. Such a good game.
play it again is really all people want. This
They have so many different Spider-Man here, it's crazy.
game is a Spider-Man fan's dream. Looking at the roster of characters just blows me away every time. I could sit and scroll through it for an hour, just looking at all the fun variants here. Most are Spider-Men and women, but there's some unique ones too. Not many Endless Runners have a story, especially not one that can explain the things you do in the game, or such a
The only boss I remember or enemy is actually that Green Goblin. I knew he was different colors, but I don't remember anybody else. Like
Open
Sandman, if they're here.
scene. I'll never get sick of watching it. We start out chasing down an alternate universe goblin, and even Nick Fury interrupts before giant ships emerge from a portal in the sky. From there, you get a bit of dialogue before each level pertaining to the mission. Once you complete each level's mission, you continue to play endlessly to earn even more rewards. There's always something new happening, whether you're swinging through the streets and dodging lasers, or running through Oscorp using your spider sense to, strangely also, dodge lasers. It is action-packed and really fun to progress through. Looking into why it was delisted, it seems the game just ran its course. 427 characters is nothing to scoff at. Marvel is especially tricky to deal with in terms of who has the rights to what, and I guess Gameloft just didn't keep up the rights to have the game going anymore. Again, it just sucks the game has to be deleted for that, especially because, as I'm proving right now, the game still works perfectly fine. But yes, if it was possible to return, which it's definitely not, it should. I believe there's a fan revival for the game though if you're interested. Which reminds me, I forgot to mention this, but both Flappy Bird and Disney Crossroad can easily be emulated. You just need to download an APK for them. Spider-Man is a bit trickier as it uses motion controls on top of normal touch controls, but I'm sure you can make it work too, just in case you want to download any of those games. You would not believe how often I get suggested to try Infinity Blade.
I searched up to, when I was looking for games that I used to play, this game popped up a lot for other people that they miss.
Or
And
include
Apex Legends.
it in a Hidden Gems video. Or maybe you would if you're one of the people suggesting it. Well, either way, I've tried covering it before, but basically found out it wasn't possible to emulate. That was quite a while ago though, and in that time, the first game has been revived by the fans to be played on PC. It's pretty easy to find the Reddit thread for it if you're interested, but this is my first time trying the game, so I am pumped. The intro shows us how to play, and then we instantly die. That's messed up. 20 years later,
Like
you
Elden
play as
Ring.
the son of the guy who died, and this is where the bloodline begins. Each fight seems impossible against knights and creatures twice your size, but if you can successfully block or parry, you can get some hits in and beat them. This game is very clearly made for touch controls, so playing in full screen on my big computer monitor was somewhat difficult to pull off each precise move. However, I had a blast as I played. This game is so cool. I love this world, I love these character designs. I ended my recording finding this big robot. There's a lot of fairly normal looking knights and some weird creature people too, and I can only imagine it gets more cool as we go. Again, it is super unfortunate that the system this was made for on mobile isn't really possible to
You got
play
the
on,
weapon and sword
but
there.
the fact that I had this much fun in just a short session of playing is really all I needed to know. People miss this game for a reason. In fact, there was a whole trilogy of Infinity Blade games we're missing out on. So why is that? Well, believe it or not, Epic Games, you know, the Fortnite people,
$19 Fortnite card. Who wants it?
created Infinity Blade.
What?
And because they needed to focus on their up-and-coming games, again, Fortnite,
But deleting a game makes no sense.
they decided to take down the games and save themselves the time having to keep the game up to date and everything. I think it's safe to say with the success of freaking Fortnite, they made the right call. They could come
Is
back.
that Green Goblin and... Is this Batman right here?
They made the right call. They could come back to this game and re-release it for the die-hard fans who miss it, but of course not. Why would they do that? But yeah, I think this game should come back, and I'll be riding in the Epic Games parking lot until it does. The great thing about using the same Apple ID for my entire life is that if I ever previously owned one of these games, there's a chance I can still play it.
Every game in existence should be able to link to a Google account. I don't care where. I don't care if it's from Japan, from a China company. Everything should have Google.
Like with Spider-Man Unlimited. But sadly, some apps are just completely purged even if you did own them at one point, like Flappy Bird, Where's My Perry, and our next game, Tiny Death Star. A spin-off of the game Tiny Tower, obviously themed around Star Wars. I think it's really cool this game exists at all. Some little mobile game got to partner with Star Wars, and the collaboration just works so well. You slowly build more.
Oh, it's like
more
Fallout
levels to your
Shelter,
Death
right?
Star, getting new residents.
Is
and
that the
getting new
game
jobs?
that was
all
called?
themed around iconic Star Wars characters. And
Yeah, I
locations.
got signed up. Yeah, like this game. Just play this game.
Now and again, you'll even get a famous guy like Jar Jar Binks to stroll in and play a little cutscene. Over time, you get to invite all the major Star Wars characters, but of course, part of the appeal of this game is waiting for things to be built and tasks to be finished. You can't sit down and beat the game in one sitting. It takes years to make a good Death Star. So how am I going to do that if this game doesn't exist anymore, This is just a rumor, but apparently Disney took the game down without even informing the creators of Tiny Tower. That's really sad, but I guess you know what you're getting into when you work with Disney, huh? It's a cool game that was well done, but obviously it will never come back, and let's just keep it that way. Support Tiny Tower and its creators, not the Greedy Mouse Corporation.
This one should have an X2, by the way.
Just find
Take
an
that out.
APK if you want to play it again.
We don't need that.
Cartoon Network
That's
games
bias. I played a cartoon, Adventure Time, was it Bloons Tower Defense? Oh, wait! Wait! I played this! Oh, wait! Okay. I was about to say, this is a really good game I played when I was a kid, too. CN Superstar Soccer, though. Superstar Soccer? I for sure played this, bro. Okay, I don't remember now. This does not look familiar to me. It doesn't look familiar to me, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I didn't play it. I for sure... This looks so familiar to me, though.
take up
Gumball.
a large portion of deleted mobile games that people miss. I don't really get why, but one by one they all disappear over time, and everyone who played them is nostalgic for a particular one they remember fondly. Maybe that's Steven Universe Attack the Light,
Nope.
or the Amazing World of Gumball games, but the most
Maybe.
important one to me and
Gumball.
many others is Adventure Time Card Wars.
I wanted to play this game when I was watching the show, and they actually made it a game. Wow.
After the episode with the game released, every kid who saw it wanted to play the game themselves,
Okay.
and it was a no-brainer to turn it into a video game. Obviously, a physical board game would be cool, but it's sort of impractical. Anyways, I played this game all the time, but I wasn't very good at it. As the name suggests, you can build your own deck to fit your playstyle and take down opponents.
I probably
You
did
used to
play
be
it
able to play
once.
online, but I doubt there's an easy way to do that.
You know one game I did play? That was also on a show? It's a Game Shakers game. Sky Whale. Is Sky Whale still on Play Store? Wow. Sky Whale is gone.
These days. Instead, you can play the story mode, and each time you beat a character, like Marceline for example, you will unlock them. Each character has unique skills, similar to PvZ Heroes if you played that. The cards are pretty cool, some from the episode and the show, and a lot of brand new monsters and spells. Each one can be flooped, of course, including the pig, which activates a unique skill. The way I like to play is very aggressively, taking hits but dealing as much damage as I can to just win early. It's high risk, high reward at all
Oh,
times.
that's fast.
I also forgot how important it was to land these spinner wheels correctly.
Yeah, that is
doing
crazy.
Double damage, or just completely blocking and countering opponents' attacks. They put so much effort into this game to not only make it faithful to the show, with great music and voice acting and okay graphics, but a decent deck building game on top
I mean,
of
it's a
that.
cartoon
I want
game.
this game back, and I want them to make it real because that would be awesome. Someone suggested I should try a game called Grabbitron, and just out of curiosity, I looked it up to see if it looked fun or not. And then just a wave of nostalgia hit me when I saw the gameplay. I remember this game, and I certainly don't remember it being so low quality. I forgot that it was made by the creators of the
I'm good.
Hungry Shark games, who apparently love making games about killing little humans. But
What?
you can Control a UFO with a big meaty claw to swing around and grab stuff. As you play, you'll receive missions like abduct a bunch of farmers. You complete missions to earn gems to upgrade your ships or travel to new locations.
I'm sorry, yeah, pause again. And con. Can I just play a game still? You still play these games? There was this one game I just gotta play it. This one was really good too. What game was it? This one was really good. I never beat it because I didn't understand what to do until I was like older. Let me see. It was like a slab, bro. I gotta play it again. Oh, it's right here. No, where's that? Don't clickbait me. It's probably the first one. Or it's right here. This one was so good. This was so good. Great! Done! Start! Start me! Ah! Ah! That's it?
It's nowhere near as greedy as games these days. I bet you can unlock everything within a sitting, as long as you're good at the game and you can really rack up points. It was meant to be played with motion controls, so it sort of sucked using my mouse to control a joystick on screen, but I still had a lot of fun. To be honest though, the stages are pretty empty. Sometimes you can find some secrets, but a lot of times I was just going back and forth a lot.
There's
then
the Mario
if you get
music
hit
in
by
the
a
back.
rocket launcher, you just instantly die. Anyways, it's clear to see why this game isn't around anymore. This really isn't even a guess. The team just had no plan to keep it updated for modern devices, and it will forever be a low quality looking old mobile game because of that. They put all their effort into the Hungry Shark games, and that seems to have worked out. I don't think we need a Graviton revival.
No, we
There's
don't.
just not a lot to it.
No, we
but
don't.
if they revamp the series, I would be more than happy to give it a shot. We're at the halfway point now, and I'd like to do a quick lightning round of random games I have on my old Kindle Fire. It's a real treasure trove. I just wish I had someone to screen record on this thing. If anyone wants to buy it, name your price.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This game, bro. Oh. Please tell me we can still play it. Running Fred. It's still there. Well, I guess you can't see it, bro. It's still there, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. This game was really hard when I was a
just
kid.
Wish I had someone to screen record on this thing. If anyone wants to buy it, name your price, honestly. Anyways, lightning round. I was gonna include Mega Run, but good news. It was actually revived.
Didn't play
is an
that.
absolute win right there. If you missed this game and want to play it again, you actually can. Same with a game I loved called Spin Rhythm, which got a full fresh
Didn't play that
console
either.
release. Even bigger win
It's on
right
Steam?
there. The music in this game is awesome, and I can't recommend it enough.
Oh, you're kind of missing a lot, bro.
Anyways, back to the Kindle, I had The Croods, an awesome town building game. Apparently, there was an amazing Spider-Man 2 game. That's
I think
gone
I played
forever.
that. I think I played
Adventure
that.
Time Tangle. I saw some people suggest this one in my comments. Zombie Road Trip was a banger.
I played that.
If I make another one of these videos, I gotta play
Hold
this
on.
one in my comments.
Wait a
Zombie
minute.
Road
Zombies ate my friends. Zombies ate my friends. Removed. It's removed? This game was good. This game was good. The only reason I didn't play it forever was because it had that energy system. I gotta see if it's back. I got Zombies Ate My Friends. After that Fred game is still playing, Zombies ate my friends. Oh, it's not. It's dang, bro. This game was good. This game was good, bro. If you go in this helicopter, bro, this game was good.
Road Trip was a banger. If I make another one of these videos, I gotta play that one again. And of course, the game I missed every day of my life, Baby Ninja videos, I gotta play that one again. And of
I'm pretty sure. Whoa, my mouse. This game. I'm pretty sure this game's still live. I played this game a lot. This game was good.
course, the game I missed every day of my life, Baby Ninja Dance.
I never played this, bro. This is like a nah. I don't know. It's not even a game.
I'm actually not sure if I can sell this Kindle Fire, or I'd never be able to play that ever again. Alright, that's a lightning round. Now back to the rest of the video. I have actually never heard or played of any of the Cordy games, but people really wanted to see it.
Me
It's
neither.
a mobile platformer focused on collecting gears and charges to exit each stage. I gotta say, for an old game, this looks pretty dang good to me. I love this art style. It was really charming, even if the first few levels are pretty bare bones. But I am telling
Bare
you, swinging
bones?
around on
What does
your
that even
board feels
mean?
awesome, and you can build up a ton of
Plain?
speed from it. This
That mean
feels
plain?
like that one
Basic?
cheesy robo game everyone hates, but
Boring?
done much better. And it really does feel like one of those old mobile games you just download and breeze through in one afternoon. I miss this era of games, and while it really isn't anything spectacular, it just brings me back to better times on the App Store. Let me know if the other Cordy games are worth checking out. I'm curious now. As for the first game, it's cute, but I don't feel the need for it to come back. I can't really imagine a game like this existing in the modern mobile game landscape. It sounds like the company that made this were bought out, and then those guys didn't bother to keep their games up to date, and as of cute, fun games. The whole point is to spend months and months building up your village and unlocking everything. I actually
SpongeBob.
did an entire video playing town builders for
See if I remember these. Is this top Bloons tower defense? How far can you get in 2 weeks? I don't know what kind of this. Like, what is this? The first one? That is not the first one, bro.
2 weeks. I'd planned to do it for an entire month, but those were honestly some of the worst, depressing 2 weeks of my entire life. And for some reason, I didn't realize I owned SpongeBob Moves In and could still play it. You'll have to find an APK if you want
I
to do
played
the
it
same,
like
but not
probably
me.
1
I
hour.
get to play it right on my phone.
Nah,
I chose
maybe
a very
30
unique
minutes.
art style for this game, and sometimes I love
When I
it,
was a
and
kid.
sometimes I hate it. Depends on the day, really. You can earn money to unlock new characters and buildings, but most of the time you are making ingredients for making people the kind of food they want. It makes a lot of sense for a SpongeBob town builder, and already after 10 minutes of playing, I am hooked. I would love to have played this game for months in preparation for this video so you could all see my cool SpongeBob town and characters, but it feels so pointless to even consider getting into this game. I want to, but it doesn't exist anymore, so why would I? Clearly the game works though, so why
So you're not gonna play a game because other people aren't playing it? It's not even an online game. Bro, just play the
can't you
game.
keep it in offline mode? Why not Nickelodeon, you cowards? I see no reason as to why this game couldn't come
This
back,
guy was not at the
and
gym.
that's why I'm saying it should. In what other game can you make the main character walk around town in their underwear? One of my all-time favorite and most missed games is Tiny Thief. I did a whole video with this game and Retry and a few more Rovio classics, so I won't go too in-depth here. But I
play this
can't
one either.
not talk about it again. It deserves all the love in the world. At its core, it's a point-and-click puzzle game. You play as the one and only Tiny Thief, who starts off just stealing for his own sake until eventually you become the hero and save the princess. There's so much
What?
charm, love, and care put into this game. With zero dialogue, you still learn to fall in love with every character. Collecting all the secrets and playing through from start to finish is an unforgettable experience. And all you gotta do is find an APK and download it. Or buy
Kitty.
the Wii U version. Up to
Kitty.
you, I guess. If you're somehow
Kitty.
still not convinced, there's even a level where some guy kicks his cat, so you hide in his bed and the hottest woman in town gets out of the shower and joins you. If that is not enough to convince you this game should still exist, frankly, I don't know what will. I apologize for the low frames in this section. It might give you a headache to watch, so maybe just use this as an audio-only section if it bothers you. Anyways, while this game was probably more well known for being on Miniclip or Armor Games or whatever Flash website you chose to frequent in your childhood, Gravity Guy was also important to a lot of people
I
on
did play
mobile.
that.
And since all you have to do is
You
tap
just had to
something
tap,
with
yeah.
Gravity, it's kind of the perfect fit. I've never played this game before, but I already see the appeal. You go so insanely fast sometimes, to the point where you can't really even react to what's coming before it's too late. I love when games like this do that. Can you imagine how boring this game would be if it was at the same starting speed for the entire game, and you're being chased, so you can't just simply stop or stall for time? Now, as I'm sure you can tell, this game is old and outdated, and was never made to fit
does not look
free
that
from the
bad.
market on the App Store. It cost more to update and maintain than they were earning back, so Gravity Guy went bye-bye. It's as simple as that. It's a very simple game to the point where I don't really see the need for a grand return anytime soon, but I can totally understand why people are nostalgic for this one. I got an APK for it, but I bet you can play on your browser like the good old days too. Probably the biggest and most well-known purchase of any series on
Oh, is it,
the App Store would have to be
I was trying to guess like what game it is. It's Angry Birds
Not only
Go.
will we be covering a couple of the dozen
Oh
classic Angry Birds games that
my
don't want you to play
gosh,
again,
bro.
But I'll give you a little story of just how evil and awful Rovio is as a company.
I wish I
Let's just
played
go over
more.
3 Angry Birds games that people missed for
I
now.
wish I played
We'd be
more
here
of
all
it.
day if we wanted to cover the rest of them. The biggest and strangest loss is probably Angry Birds Classic. You know, the first
Wait,
game of the
removed?
series, the entire reason your franchise exists in the first place, the game that comes before your sequel that is still on the App Store despite the first game being deleted. Oh yeah, that game. With some of the greatest level design in the series history, the first Angry Birds game is one of the best in the series and easily better than every single game Rovio still allows you to download. My story about Rovio is tied to the deletion of this game, so I won't go too in-depth for now, but of course the original Angry Birds game should come back, and it's crazy I even have to say those words out loud. The branded games make a little more sense. As we've seen with a bunch of games on here, licenses run out and games shut down. It just happens. However, Angry Birds Transformers
That's
is
the
still going
one.
strong to this day.
That's
and
good.
The console game Angry Birds Trilogy
They
features
changed
the
it
game
though.
Angry Birds
It's not the
Radio,
same.
meaning you can physically purchase and play this game lost from the App Store at any point in time.
It is not
Just
the same.
on your phone. If you've heard me talk about Angry Birds Radio before, then you know it's my favorite game in the
Damn,
series.
that guy was
and I
really
believe
ugly.
It is a real and actual crime that people can't just download and play it whenever they please. This masterpiece cannot
Go to
be
Angry
stopped
Birds
from the
Go
console
already!
version. It just can't. And finally, let's talk about a beloved spin-off, Angry Birds Go. I recently did a full review of this game, so if you want a more in-depth look, there you go. But this racing game where you unlock each of the birds and upgrade your car and drive down really fun nostalgic courses is a really great time from beginning to end. Sure, Rovio tried selling people carts for $50 real-life dollars, but you can ignore that and still have a fun time with the game. Eventually, before it was wiped from existence, they actually updated the game to the 2.0 update, which was so bad and hated that people actually prefer that the game stay dead. That's actually a decent strategy. Make people hate your game and then they won't care if it gets deleted.
Whoa.
Genius! But the original version of the game was pretty fun, I won't deny it. There's a great mod of this game called Nitro I played for its dedicated video, and I'd recommend it.
I don't remember
Alright,
driving
now,
as a pig.
As promised, here's a little bedtime story about the most villainous mobile game company out there. I'm sorry if I give you nightmares, but I promise it's a thrilling and important real story to spread the word about. So in 2019, all the fan favorite Angry Birds games were wiped suddenly and permanently, and ever since that day the fans have begged to have the games come back. Rovio claimed these games didn't meet their standards or weren't up to date to work on modern devices anymore, but in reality they were very careful about what games they removed. Every single game, besides Bad Piggies for some reason, is a live service game. Something you can play every
What's that
day.
mean?
You can play events and do your
Oh.
daily tasks, and of course, spend boatloads of money or watch countless ads. Rovio doesn't want you to play a good game that makes them a small amount of money, they want you to play a bad game that makes them a lot of money. So, back to our story. Finally, one day, Rovio told us they would re-release the original game. Out of the kindness of their hearts, because they think it'll sell well, who can say for sure? You
Did
can
they?
get the whole game for a one-time purchase.
I'll find
and
out
you
right
can do
now.
with ads or microtransactions. Is it the same company we've come to know?
Angry
Oh,
Birds.
don't worry, they haven't changed a bit. See, when this
Nope,
re-release
it's still
came
Angry
out,
Birds
it
2.
was so popular and all the fans went to buy it that the game was their best-selling and most widely talked about release by far. So when you search for Angry Birds, you'd be
Wait, they brought it back, but it's $1. It's called Red's First Flight. It's $1.
presented with Rovio Classics Angry Birds, not one of their live service games like Angry Birds 2 or Transformers. Despite them
And
making
no
money
Angry
from
Birds
people
Go.
buying their new game, their real money makers were being overshadowed.
Bro, I'm excited
And
about playing that
one
Ronnie
of the top
Fred
result was
game.
Searching for an Angry Birds game, and that just won't do, huh? So you know what they did? After finally giving the fans their original game back, they deleted that game too.
Oh.
They even changed the name to Red's First Flight so it didn't
There we go.
have the words Angry Birds in it. Can you believe that shit? The fans supported a game that they wanted so much that Rovio punished them for it. Fuck you, Rovio. I will continue to cover the old games we love, but I refuse to promote your new releases any further. Alright, storytime got a little heated there for a second. I apologize. Let's move to our last couple games for the video. These last games are really just me reminiscing about my favorites I'll never forget about, so indulge me for a moment if you will.
So I probably
want
never
to
played
replay
them.
all 1,240 levels of Dr. Mario World so damn badly, and I simply cannot. Make this game offline? Alive forever? Not possible, according to Nintendo. Despite the only online aspect being the freaking PvP mode. I have never played a puzzle game in my life that scratched the same itch for me. They introduced such interesting and game-changing mechanics throughout its lifespan. Despite the
This
only
game,
thing
bro?
you can control are the pills you get.
He
It
chose
really
this
plays your
game.
luck in terms of the colors of pills they give you and how your character's abilities activate, but still quite a bit of skills required on your end. You have to juggle pills as they float up, fighting gravity as a mechanic to beat these stages, and it's just really well done. We got plenty to watch my series of videos documenting. And lastly, our most recent loss, The Simpsons Tapped Out. To celebrate the game's death, I made that video I mentioned earlier.
I
playing
played
some
this
town builders
for a
and
little
capturing
bit.
the final footage of my decade-old town one last time. If you played a town builder, you know what
I
it's
think like
to
2
collect
years
buildings
ago.
and characters
Something like
and
that,
everything
maybe
like
3.
So when I tell you I literally had every single
And the
character
Family
and
Guy
building
one.
in the game, you should be impressed.
But I
That is a
barely
little
play
peek
these.
into how
Like I played it
achieved
for
this
like
without
maybe
ever spending
30
money on the
minutes.
game. There's Facebook groups dedicated to giving away free items in your town. I don't really know how they work, but they do, and that's how I got everything. Well, EA is. They ain't no money. Spent a decade of their lives and boatloads of money on this game over
This looks crazy, bro. This does not look good.
its lifetime. And it's cruel and give us all have no need to have the game back, EA. Thanks for nothing. So, what have we learned today? When it comes to mobile games,
Wait,
they
let's
come and go thanks for nothing. So, what have we learned today?
Oh my gosh. His arm is gone. And his sword is chopped off. Nope, he dodged it.
When it comes to mobile games, they come and go all the time. If something is branded, you should fully expect
What
it
a
to
good game
disappear
right
one
here.
day, no matter how much of your personal savings you dump into it. Sometimes it's hard to even get invested in games like these, just knowing it'll all be gone when these companies fail to profit from them. It's sad, and you can never really.
I wish I
own
played
these
this
games,
one.
especially
I wanna
games
play it
that
right
have
now,
a
this
Wi-Fi
one.
connection. So let's learn from the games we've lost. Sure, we can sit and pray they come back one day like Mega Run did, but the truth of the matter is that's just not realistic. Be cautious of the games you sink your life into.
I
Play
thought they
your
were
games while you
gonna
still
bring
can,
Flappy Bird
and say a
back.
prayer and
They
hold
bring
a
it
funeral
back?
for the
It
ones
probably
you've
costs
already
money.
lost. Trust me, when you love a game like Dr. Mario World,
Or maybe it's not on the phone anymore. Or there's Happy Rise.
Thank you guys for watching, and let me know which games you missed the most. I know there are tons of games we could cover in a video like this, so let me know if I should make another part. I definitely include some of my favorites like the Temple Run and Where's My Water spin-offs. So let me know if I should and what games.
Alright, let's see. Let's see what the comments gotta say. Something about Rigo. They really had to die. Oh, you really had to die, he said. I have Where's My Parry? I gotta see what that's about. He brought it up in the beginning. Where is my parry? I don't think I played it. But I definitely seen it. No, I played it. I played it before. It's like that not Killer Croc, the crocodile game. There's a crocodile game just like it. Just play that. Maybe it's gone too though. Crocodile mobile game. This one. This one right here. What's your name, buddy? What's it? Every drop counts? Every drop counts. Where's my water? Where is my water? Oh, that's why it's Where's My Parry? Ah. Where the comments at? And then the games whose names you can't remember, you're stuck searching for some. Bro. Running Fred. I can't believe I forgot about that. Running Fred. And it's actually, you're able to play it. Well, I haven't opened the game yet, but.
It's got to 67.
But it was. Okay, that's it. How long is my video? 34 minutes!